Hello, it's Phillip Taylor from Richmond Green Chambers. I'm looking at this interesting book. It's entitled Lord Woolf, The Pursuit of Justice, and it's a series of comments made by Sir Harry Woolf over his long and distinguished career as a lawyer and as a judge. I gave the heading to this review, which appears on the internet, Prepared for Law, Not the Politics, Harry Woolf's Easy Charm. And that's exactly what this book is about. I like the book because it has the easy charm and the depth of its subject, Harry Woolf, whose character actually comes out very clearly in this work, and it's been very well structured by Christopher Campbell-Holt. I liked Lord Woolf when I met him some years ago at a prize giving at the University of London, where he presented one of my students with the first prize for the LLB. And I can see from just a relatively short meeting how much of his personal motivation and thought actually shines through in this excellent set of essays. I think all law learners, students, whatever you want to call them, should read this before they do their exams, and I think especially so if you're reading jurisprudence, because it gives an idea of the thought process which senior judges must have when deciding hard cases. The layout of the book places his lectures and writings in their context and gives a valuable glimpse, in my view, to the world of top judges and the tremendous issues which confront them with their work. I always will associate Lord Woolf with the Human Rights Act, for which he's going to be closely linked, obviously, bearing in mind his time as a judge and the period when the legislation came in, and also for his strong support for the need to be tough on the causes of crime. And also, I think we will all remember him with great regard for the civil procedure rules, which will be his legacy. I came away from reading this set of essays with the view that his pursuit of justice is based on the need for long-term policies which are constructive, with solutions to things like sentencing inflation and prison overcrowding. And I in fact got the title of my review, Prepared for Law but Not the Politics, from an interview he conducted on the commercial channels when this book first came out. He also looks at the responsibility for which must be laid at the politician's door for issues such as overcrowding of the prisons generally, and for the problems we have with sentencing policy generally, not just very high but sometimes very low sentences. Lord Woolf has talked about a residual power concerning human rights, and this is what he says, which may not need to be an intrusion. I think that's very important, because obviously some people viewed human rights as a bit of an intrusion. I certainly have very grave doubts about certain parts of the legislation, and I know that they will need to review the working of it with an amended act at some stage. But when you think about these issues, it's about the balance that in fact he shows in his pursuit of justice in areas such as the Human Rights Act, and of course the clarity of thought with the CPR, which shines throughout the work by Mr. Campbell-Holt. It's a great read, I think, for the budding jurisprudent and the legal philosopher, and it's very much a part of the early 21st century legal bookshop, so do get it. Thank you very much indeed. Bye bye.